can't do anything about it. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Larry, the robot maker, robot general. And today we're going to talk about 10 reasons why you should be doing video marketing now. And funny enough, I say it's funny, maybe it's not funny to you, but I've actually have not created this class before. I've never done a class like this before. I've never even tried to present a class like this before. And what that means to you guys is you get to literally watch me on the fly try to come up with 10 reasons why you should be video marketing now, and literally make up shit from the top of my head, right? So that's literally what you're going to see. And I'm going to create the class as I'm doing this. What I mean by that is I have my classes that I use right here on Canva, and I'm going to literally write this class in front of you guys. Okay, but before I do that, I'm going to do my normal introduction type stuff where I provide some bookend content before I actually go into the meat of the class. Okay, so and actually that's not going to be the name of it. It's going to be called. Actually, I think I already have it copy and pasted here. When put in the chat like I did, and the actually had it here. Looks like I'm blocked from the feature. Of course I'm blocked. I always get blocked from Facebook. Stupid. Okay. Anyways, I'll worry about that later. Can't do anything about that now. So 10 reasons why you need to do video marketing. And I put watch me blah, 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 which of course is just sort of a description of what the class is going to be like. And there you go. That's me creating the title of this class. Okay. And this is going to be done. I'm deleting that page because I don't need it. I might leave that later. If you do want free resources, go to larrylee.com or text 832-616-2193 and text larrylee.com, and it'll give you a link to free resources for realtors. Okay. And you're going to see like my link tree. It's not a link tree, it's called link bio. And then you'll see a link, a section called free resources, and you can actually check out some free stuff there, right? So, video marketing. And I'm going to put what my little, whatever you call it, the teaser primer title. 10 reasons why you need to do video marketing. Watch me live as I make up the answers live, which is not going to be the case whenever I show this class again later on. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do that there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the meat of this, and I'm going to use a particular slide to do this. I'm not going to, what do you call it? I'm not going to use any images yet because I don't have time to do that. I'm just going to just literally, again, write the reasons right now in front of you. Okay. So reason number one, I would say, is no one else is doing it. Okay. That to me is one of the biggest reasons why you should be doing video marketing right now, because no one else is doing it. Right. And what does that mean for you as a marketer, as a business owner, as a real estate agent, as a loan officer, professional, whatever, right? Salesperson, right? Why is it important that no one else is doing it? Because that gives you a competitive edge. Okay. It should be obvious. If you're doing something that no one else is doing, then you literally dominate. You literally own that space, right? It's kind of like having a billboard in a certain intersection that's really busy. There's only one billboard there. Your face is on the billboard, so you own that space for that time being. So every single time someone drives by that space, they're going to see your face in your ad, right? You own that space. You own that area. Now, if there were like 20 billboards in the same area, then of course it's a little bit different. You might not stand out because there's 20 other billboards, and you know, there might be a little bit of dilution with the effectiveness of being in that space. But in terms of video, yes, there's a lot of videos out there, but the thing is, most people, and when I say most people, I'm talking about like the majority of other real estate agents and loan officers are not doing video. Okay. So if there's 1,000 loan officers, if there's 1,000 real estate agents, maybe 100 of them are doing it, right? So that's 90% of the other people that are not doing it. So nobody else doing it. And of course, that's very absolute the way I'm saying it, but the message is majority of people are not doing it. So that's number one. Okay. So, and I'm going to actually put the Y, competitive advantage. Just simply put, if no one's doing it, so therefore it's worth doing it, right? And of course, this reason would not be important if everyone's doing it, right? Let me give you an example of what that means. Facebook, right? We all have Facebook. We all are on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. We are posting on Facebook. We probably have hundreds of real estate agents that are buddies of ours that are on Facebook, right? We're all advertising on Facebook. We post the same crap on Facebook. We post listings. We post just sold. We post pictures of ourselves at a closing. We talk about the market. We talk about interest rates. It's all the same, right? So what I mean by that is there's no real uh, striking or competitive edge there, right? Yes, my content might be better than yours. Maybe I'm better looking than you. Maybe I'm smarter than you. Maybe my memes are better, whatever. But for the most part, it's almost even when it comes to Facebook and people posting on Facebook, right? Yes, of course, you have your 5,000 friends and whatever followers, and of course, other people have 5,000 friends and their followers. So you're advertising to the same demographic or same you're advertising to a sphere that might not be someone else's sphere, so you do have an edge there. But if someone were to search you, we all look the same. Okay, so Facebook is an example where everyone else is doing it, whereas video nobody else is doing it. Okay, I mean, I'm pretty confident I can say that anyone that's in real estate that's doing business is probably has a Facebook account, a page, or a personal profile, right? So I'm very confident when I say more than 75, 80, 90, maybe 95% of real estate agents that are doing business, loan officers that are doing business, probably has some sort of Facebook account, right? But not all of them are doing video. Why? Because Facebook is easy. You actually hire someone to do it for you, especially if you're pumping out generic content. But video, you cannot fake, right? I mean, yeah, you can make explainer videos and you can make generic stock videos. That's not what I'm talking about when I talk about video marketing. I'm talking about your face talking like the way I'm doing to you right now, right? Like this right here, like what you're watching right now. No one else can make this. Like what I look like, what I'm saying, how I present myself, my voice. No one can duplicate that. No one can fake that. I mean, well, of course, technology. There's deep fakes, and people. I mean, people are now recreating like Luke Skywalker and Bruce Lee. So yeah, it's possible, but for the most part, no one's doing that, right? So I own this, right? This cannot be replicated in any way, shape, or form. Like no one can take my video and slap their name on it and pretend it's them. It's impossible, right? So again, Facebook, you can. Right? Facebook, I can steal someone's post, someone's meme. I can steal someone's information. I can copy and paste it and post it as if I did it, right? So again, video is difficult. Video is, especially if it's video view, it's no one is doing that. Okay, so that's reason number one. Okay. The second reason that I'm going to make up over on top of my head why you should be doing videos, and I should probably title this so people joining will know. Make sure I have the right verbiage because I want to be consistent, right? Of course, I'm temporarily blocked. And I'm actually doing this on Canva on purpose in front of you so that you can see how my process works and how you can create a class really easily using Canva. One of my favorite apps, by the way, favorite softwares, whatever, right? So let's see here. Okay. Again, no one else is doing it. Reason number two. It's lagging on me. Come on. The font 36. Okay, that's good. Let's make it so it's all. There you go. I like that better. Okay. So nobody else is doing it. Number two. Number one. Number two. Once it's done. It's pilot. Set it and forget it. What I mean by that is when I make a video, once it's complete, once I make that video and I upload it to YouTube, to Facebook, to TikTok, to Instagram Reels, Vine, whatever video platforms are out there. Once I upload it, as long as that platform exists, my video exists, it's done, right? Like this class that I'm doing right now, and I'm doing this on purpose, right? This class I'm doing right now in front of you, I'm making this presentation in front of you. Once I get the presentation done, it's done. So I can do this class again over and over and over. Same thing with this video, right? I'm doing this video right now. It's being recorded. It's being streamed to all these platforms, including YouTube. Once I make that class is done, I can always repurpose this class. I can always send this class, and every single time there's a view. So let's say there's 1,000 views. That means I didn't do this class 1,000 times. I did it once, but I recorded it, and therefore there's a digital record, a duplication, a clone of this class being watched 1,000 times. I didn't do it 1,000 times. I did it once, but it's being consumed, it's being viewed, it's being communicated, it's being absorbed, it's being presented 1,000 times. So that's one reason why. Reason number two, why you should be doing video marketing, because once it's done, it's on autopilot. It's like the greatest thing in the world. Just imagine a world where if all the things that you do task wise, if you can just replicate it. So let's say I had to write email explaining to a first-time home buyer the process of the home buying experience. And I sat there and typed it. It took me an hour to type it. I edited it, I made it look good, whatever, and I sent it off, right? Well, then now I get another client wanting an explanation of the first time home buyer experience, and I decided to go back and type it again. Same exact conversation, but I'm doing it by hand. That's a gross waste of time. That's almost idiotic, right? All I would do is copy and paste the original email, and I would send the same email, but I would just change the information to tailor to that particular client because they might be in a different state. Of course, they're probably going to have a different name. They're going to have a different email, right? So I basically take the chunk, the meaty part that is going to be repetitive, and I just duplicate it. I copy and paste it. So basically what a video is a copy and paste of you, right? But the best part about it is it's already being copy and pasted over and over and over. Every single time someone views this video, it's automatically copied and pasted. You see what I'm saying? So again, once it's done, it's on autopilot. Set and forget it. Not much marketing is as efficient in creating that. You see what I'm saying? But one that would rival it is images, like memes and photos and stuff like that. But the thing is it easier to broker trust, create a connection, create sort of a human side on an image, or is it easier to do it through a video, right? Which actually goes to my third reason, and I knew this was going to happen because once I say anything, it's going to fire in my head and create another reason. But the reason why number three, you should be doing video marketing now, is it's the most human marketing you can do besides face-to-face. I don't need to put anything else on that. That's obvious, right? Why during the coronavirus and the quarantine, yada, 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 why through that did Zoom become insanely popular? Someone has a question. People only watch me for the Lee Boys. That's funny. So again, why during the quarantine, during COVID and the lockdown, why did Zoom become so popular? Why did it become like almost the thing to download or use? Because people crave human connection, right? Before Zoom, we were fine communicating via text, via email, via DMs, whatever, right? We were fine with that, right? And that was heavily used. But whenever we were locked down, people were no longer allowed to physically interact with each other. They were no longer allowed to connect face to face in a physical manner. And in order to kind of make up for that, in order to sort of become a band-aid, Zoom became insanely popular, right? And if you really think about it, besides holograms and someone taking my DNA and cloning an actual clone of myself, video is going to be the closest you can get to having that sort of human interaction, right? You're going to earn more trust and loyalty and familiarity over a video than you would through an email or through a text or through a photo, right? Like if I sent you 1,000 photos of me doing whatever, and I go, here, I'm Larry the Mortgage Guy. Here's a photo dump of 1,000 photos. Go ahead and look through them. Versus me having a video conversation with you via Zoom, or maybe a pre-recorded video, but it's customized to you, or maybe it's designed for your specific situation. Which one's going to become more effective in terms of creating warmth and, again, connection and reality, right? There's something to be said about authority also when it comes to video, and that's going to be my next point. Okay, video. I'm going to say this: videos of you, actually, videos of people equate authority and credibility. And this is kind of like, if you want to, and actually put parentheses, newscasters, right? Before Zoom, before video marketing, before TikTok and YouTubes and things of that nature, we got a lot of our information, our news, our intelligence through newscasters on the TV, right? You would actually have a person, they would be dressed really professionally, and they would literally read whatever was on their teleprompter, and they did a good job of reading it, and they had a voice that was easy to listen to, easy to sort of pay attention to. And just by interpreting, by taking data and information and communicating to you, they create a level of trust, but also authority. Like, if you watch this person every single day, and whatever they told you was your version of reality, your version of what's going on, then psychologically you are assigning authority, you are assigning trust, you're assigning power to that person, right? That person can say whatever, and 9 times out of 10, you're just going to intake it and accept it, right? That's why they say the media is so dangerous right now, because of course it's corrupted, whatever. But that's besides the point. Before all that happened, we had a newscaster. We knew their name, right? We heard their voice. We knew who they were when we heard their voice, right? And we gathered and consumed and absorbed information from these sources. And because of that, we gave them authority. We gave them clout, right? We literally just trusted them to be a part of our lives and be the educator or interpreter or the messenger of all the information that we received. This is, back in the 80s and 90s, right? Nowadays, you can replicate that same sort of relationship, the same sort of situation, by communicating whatever it is you're communicating to your audience. And the people, whoever ends up being receptive to that, is going to automatically, psychologically assign authority to you if they're paying attention to your content, right? You can't do that with an image. You can't do that with a headshot, right? You can't do that with just text, right? You may be able to achieve it with only voice if you're like a podcaster, because of course people listen to talk radio and radio shows in general. There's a lot of radio DJs that I listened to as a kid that I pretty much worshipped because of who they were, what they said, the music they played, and they're just people I wanted to hang out with. They're people that I thought was cool, right? Psycho Robbie is one of the people that I would mention because I used to be in Houston in KRBE 104.1 or Power 104. Psycho Robbie was one of the DJs. He had Deep Thoughts, which was one of my favorite. It's almost like Deep Thoughts was like the original dad jokes segment, but it was on radio. But because of his voice and the way he talked and the way he communicated in the content, I assigned authority to Psycho Robbie only through his voice. I have no idea what the guy looks like. I think I might have seen a picture, but whatever, right? But yes, you might be able to do that with your voice. But the catch is, in order to do your voice, you still have to record something, right? So you can't hide behind emails, texts, and images. You have to be willing to record something. And from my perspective, if you're going to record your voice, you might record your face as well, right? So again, videos of people equals authority and credibility. I'll probably read that or write that a little bit differently, but you get the point, right? Which actually leads me to the next point is if, because I hear this objection or rebuttal or hesitation all the time. I don't know if I look good. I think I'm too old. I'm too fat. I'm too bald. I'm too black. I'm too white. I'm too Asian. I'm too Hispanic. I'm too alien, right? I don't want people knowing what I look. I mean, all the excuses they can come up with, right? The thing is, if you are in real estate or you're in mortgages and you're doing business, you're meeting people, like you're physically finding people, maybe you're meeting at Starbucks, or maybe you're networking, or maybe you're part of a group or PTA or whatever, and you're finding people who have met you. They know what you look like, they know what you smell like, they know what you sound like, and they know how you walk, and they're willing to do business with you. And again, you're doing business, then you do have what it takes to win in video. Because if you, the real you, the human you, the physical actual being of you, are able to do business by interacting with people physically, and of course real estate agents, for sure you're doing that. Loan officers, I guess you can hide and never meet a person and still do business. I mean, possibly, right? I don't know how you get referral partners, but maybe you are, right? But if the real you is able to do business, then the video you can also do business. Okay, let's just take that excuse off the table. Like, you can't tell me, well, I just don't think that I'll succeed. I don't think people will like me if they watch my video. I don't think people will relate to me or do business with me through video. Bullshit. Okay, if they do business with you in person, they will do business with you on video, especially since video can be edited, it can be polished, it can be made to look better. I mean, you could take the ahs and ums out. You can take sort of like the weird tics that you may have. Maybe you twitch. I don't know, right? You can edit that shit out and create a really a polished version of yourself on video, right? So again, if you are successful, I'm gonna say that, right? In real life, you can be successful on video. I'm glad it fits there. Okay. Which actually leads me to my next reason why, which is I don't like the word, not because it's a bad word, but because I think it's lost its meaning because it's overused and used incorrectly. But it's the most authentic way to market yourself. And again, I don't like the word authentic. I like the word actually. It's not really not the word. It's like I like me, right? And when I say I like me, I'm not talking about I like me as a person. I like just being me. And video does the best of representing and portraying and communicating me, right? So video provides a real version of you on your marketing. And when I say a real version, I'm talking about in comparison to like your headshot that you took like in 1985, right? Let's be real here. Our headshots normally are our best version and maybe even a fake version because there's a little bit of photoshopping, there's a little bit of stretching and shrinking and a little bit of color maybe, I don't know. If you look at my headshot It's me in a suit. I don't even know if I've worn that suit again ever since I took that picture. I was actually wearing shorts. So I was wearing basketball shorts and I put on the suit. My wife took a picture. The background is the background of like our stairway because it was the only wall that was blank, right? I mean, it's totally faked, right? But I did it because I was like, well, that's what real estate agents do. Someone just copy real estate agents, and that's why I have my arm fold or whatever. It's totally fake. But the point is, it looks professional and whatever, right? But it doesn't sell me, right? It sells this lender named Larry Lee, who's happens to be wearing a suit, but it doesn't sell me. Video sells me. Video sells Larry Lee, Larry the mortgage guy, whatever, and whoever you are is going to sell you. Okay, so there's nothing more human and more trusting than the real version of you that they can consume on a video compared to everything else, right? Your voice is close, okay, but the voice you still have to kind of imagine what the person looks like if they've never seen you, or they don't even know what you would actually move like, right? Even if they have a photo of you, they don't know what you move like. Whereas the video shows everything, right? It'll show me picking my nose if I decide to pick my nose. It'll show a fly flying in the background. It'll show all my imperfections, my pimples and my here on my chin. I mean, it's as real as it gets, right? Of course, movie stars and all that stuff, they have something totally different, whatever. And that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about you making a video on Zoom, on your webcam, or on your phone. That's as real as it gets, right? So that right there is very aligned with authenticity, which is what we all talk about, right? You got to be authentic. You got to be, because no one wants fake. No one wants to work with someone who's fake. No one wants to work with someone who's overly polished or overly edited, right? That's why when you watch videos, you actually might look at a video that's really well edited and well produced as sort of impersonal, right? Again, not authentic, versus a video that's recorded on someone's phone, right? So the reality, I believe, wins. It sells. It closes, right? Um, I'll give you an example of how a video, I believe, because of the reality based on it, because of the human side of it. I'll give you an example of how I think it won me a deal, right? So I had a couple found me on Yelp, right? Based on reviews, they trusted me. They said you have great reviews, yada yada yada, right? Which is cool. But obviously they're shopping me because they found me online, so they probably found other lenders on Yelp, and they're kind of deciding who they should work with. The cool thing is they actually asked for a referral for a real estate agent, so they trusted me enough to ask for a referral for a real estate agent. So, of course, that makes me, one of these real estate agents BFFs, right? But again, besides the point, they were asking questions that first-time homebuyers ask. Okay, the cool thing is this couple is very well qualified. They have the right jobs. Um, they're veterans. They have plenty of income, and based on what they told me in terms of their credit scores, they should be, literally a slam dunk, right? A really easy deal, right? If everything they tell me is true. They're asking me questions about the home buying process, and they ask what's the difference between a pre-qualification and pre-approval. And they do a lot of communicating via text. So I answered the question via text, and of course I'm trying to impress these people, so I didn't want to just like look at this link and that's that. I literally like try to type out and verbalize right there on the spot what the difference is. I didn't use a script. I didn't copy and paste something. Again, I didn't send a link or whatever. I literally just typed it out because again, they found me via text or email, and that's how they've been communicating with me. But I did offer to tell them on the phone if they wanted to. And then at the end of the conversation, I said, I also have videos that I make because I'm a first time homebuyer coach. And when I was a rookie, I made a video, whatever, to explain it. But I figured that you'd rather just hear like the way I type it, whatever. And they literally said, no, we want to see the video. And I'm like, which one? I have a lot of them. I have one that I made when I was a rookie. I have one that I made that where I'm a little bit more polished, but more casual. They're like both. So I went and sent them both. And within an hour, I got an application notification from them. So basically, my video closed the deal, right? And of course, I'm not saying that they're not savvy, they were tricked, whatever. It's just for whatever reason that video is what pushed them over the edge, right? Whether it's because they had more trust because of me, because there's a human side of me, because I wasn't just a phone call, I wasn't just texting, I wasn't just an email, I wasn't just a photo, I was a video, right? I mean, again, I've communicated to them already through text, through email, through the phone calls. They've seen my images, they've seen my headshot, but they were still kind of gathering information. I sent them a video, it was quiet, boom, application. Okay. And maybe it was a combination of all, who knows? But the video, I believe, kind of pushed them over the edge because they're going to create the human side of me. Maybe the content I provide was great, but it's really the same as what I typed out, right? And the cool part about it for me, again, I'm not lazy, right? I'm just trying to be efficient, right? I'm an INTJ, which means I'm introverted, whatever. If you know anything about Myers-Briggs 16 personalities, you'll know that I'm the kind of person that just wants to do things fast, easy, um, and sort of plan things out and build things and have systems and such. And not that I'm lazy, but I just try to find the easiest way to do things, right? So it was cool to me because what could have been a 20, 30, 45-minute conversation over the phone or in person or through a Zoom, it was done by my robot. It was done by my clone that I created 5 years ago, right? Like I created a digital version of myself. I called it a clone. That's why my brain is the real estate robot army. I'm really talking about creating an army of yourself. Okay. So a robot army I programmed, I created, I designed and I built like I'm doing right now with you guys. I did it and it's been living for 5 years. It's been viewed thousands of times. So that means it's been replicated 1,000 times. I sent that robot to go to work and saved me 35, 45 minutes. And I got the application. So that is, to me, a real world example of how video not only, maybe it's, again, maybe create authority, like I have right here on number 4. Oops, I'm sorry. But I think it was more about number 3 and number 6. It's the most human marketing besides face to face, and it provides a real version of who I am, right? Because they got my text messages, they got my emails, like I said, they got my phone calls, but they were still kind of hemming and hawing. They're still on the fence. They're still asking questions. They asked me, what's the difference between pre-approval and pre-qualification? They probably asked that of all the loan officers they're working with, right? So again, I'm not saying that that's what sealed the deal, but it, I believe, helped. Okay, because again, they were missing for an hour. Like they were asking me questions rapid fire, and they were missing for an hour. So I know for sure they were watching my videos, right? I mean, I don't have analytics. I didn't stalk them or whatever. I don't have a pixel of them, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened, right? But that might be just a guess. But yeah, I think video provides a real version of you on your marketing. And when I say your marketing, I'm talking about the efforts that we're making to get our name out there, our branding, whatever, right? So reason number 7. The way I'm going to write this is, it is as easy or complex as you want it to be. What I mean by that is you can go as advanced where you time block, you schedule, you have all your equipment, your super high dollar camera and your super high dollar mic, your studio, you book a makeup artist, you have ring lights like this and all sorts of stuff going on. You make sure you pick a good outfit. The lighting must be perfect. You can do all that stuff, right? You can hire $1 million editor, all that stuff, right? Or you can literally just, where is it? Where did I put it? I don't have it with me apparently, but you can pick up your phone. Let's pretend it's my phone. You literally pick up your phone, just, hi, it's Larry the mortgage guy. How can I help you? And then send that off as a text message, right? Oh, there's my phone right there. I put it in my little spot. But yeah, I can literally just, and phones are designed for this now, just so you know. I mean, that's why you can record selfie mode. You can actually look at the camera and it shows you what it looks like, right? But you can also record using this camera, right? And in fact, because we're already on the topic, I'm going to show you something I'm working on, right? Because it's literally an example of the kind of marketing that I'm trying to portray. I mean, let's put it this way: not only am I coaching this, I'm also in the trenches, so I'm actually doing this. They say people who can't teach. Well, I don't know if I'm doing it. I don't know if I can do it or not, but I am doing it. I'm trying to do it, but I'm also trying to teach it, right? But this is an example of what I'm working on right now. Okay. I thought I downloaded it. Maybe not. Okay, well. How to guarantee the best interest rate in this crazy market. By the way, this will piss off other loan officers. I'm going to try to make the mic so that you can hear it as well. Okay. All right. So, how to guarantee the best interest rate in this crazy market. By the way, this will piss off other loan officers, and wait for the end of the video for the best tip. Send your contract to your two favorite loan officers, your first favorite and your second favorite. Lock with your second favorite. Bring your lock loan estimate to your favorite lender and ask them to match it or beat it. If they can match it, then you can decide to lock. If they can beat it, then of course you lock right away. It's okay if you don't lock with your favorite loan officer because you can always have them float for you. That way, if the rates were to go down, you can't change the lock on the second favorite loan officer, but you can lock the new lower rate with your first loan officer. That way, no matter what, if the rates were to go up or go down, you can always get the best interest rate no matter what. Your tip is actually more important to check on your APR than it is your interest rate. Also, don't forget to share this with someone who may be purchasing or refinancing their home soon. Hunter, say bye. Okay, so that's a video that I actually made yesterday, and I edited it today. Right? So that took me, I don't know, 15 minutes to record, and the editing that you just saw, which is not perfect yet, I'm still working on it. Looks like I got a client calling me. It took me 2 minutes, right? Because I use software that makes it easy, right? But yeah, again, it's easy or as hard as you want it to be, right? And I know for a fact loan officers and real estate agents who are dominating. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of views, and their videos are all off of the phone. And they look messy. They look unpolished. They look like they did it on the fly. Not to be mean, but sometimes some of them look like shit, and they're killing it. Okay, so the point I'm making is that video doesn't have to be as hard as you think it is. Video doesn't have to be as involved or as expensive. Like a lot of people, that's their what do you call it? That's their hang up. I don't have the right equipment. I don't have the right mic. I don't. I want to lose weight, or I want my hair to grow out, or whatever reason that you have for not doing video. It's just an excuse, and that's what divides the line, right? That's what it basically emphasizes what number one is. Nobody else is doing it, right? Because of the excuses and the hangups and the objections and the hesitations and the reason why I can't do video right now is the reason why no one's doing it. So if you make the decision to just go for it, you'll actually step yourself above the line and out of the 95% that are not doing it. And you will automatically stand out because of it. Let's be honest here. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty sure I stand out more than most loan officers to you because you're watching this video right now, right? Case in point. Okay. So as easy or as complex as you want it to be, it's very flexible, right? And you don't have to have high production value. You don't have to have $1 million camera. You don't have to have editors. You can literally just go for it and it'll be good enough. It'll be authentic and it'll be you, right? Which leads me to number 8. Nobody sells you better than you. I talked about this earlier. We all sound the same on social media when I talk about Facebook, right? Listings and interest rates and CMAs and the market updates and whatever, right? Now's a good time to buy. Actually, 10 years ago, it's a good time to buy, but now's a good time to buy. Let me know if you want to buy and sell. Referrals are the best compliments, right? Uh, it's all the same, right? So we're almost a commodity. Like as an industry, loan officers and real estate agents all look and sound the same, right? The way they stand out is through video. Why am I bringing this up? Because the only thing that makes you different on all the messages that we're sending is you. You're different. The messages might be the same. The content, the images, the production value might all be the same. What's different is you. You're different. I'm different from loan officer A. I'm different from loan officer B because I'm different. It's me. Even though we might be seeing the same thing. Interest rates are going up. Interest rates are going down. Interest rates are all-time high. Interest rates are historically low. We all sound the same. What's different is I'm saying it, and that lender A saying it, and lender B saying it. That's what's different. So what sells you the best? Video. So nobody sells you better than you. Video is the best way to. I'm not gonna have room here. I'm gonna put, and I'm really good at short form, right? Because that's what I do on Facebook to kind of keep it large text. Here's the best way to do it. I'm gonna have to shrink all my text here to 35 just to make that fit. Okay, cool. So again, no one sells you better than you, and video is the best way to do it, right? And that leads to number 9. When you make a video, like I'm doing right now, because I did this for my coaching, so I know this for a fact, right? When you do things like this, creating videos and stuff like that, you're investing time and energy in mental bandwidth, right? But the moment you finish, the production, the results are going to be everlasting. Okay. We as entrepreneurs understand or have heard of the concept of passive income, right? What is passive income? Passive income is when you do something that creates an income source and then you can go away and the income source is still producing income for you, right? That's what passive income, that's, like rentals are kind of like that, right? I mean, there's a little bit of maintenance there. If you have like a subscription based business and people subscribe, once you provide the content, they're going to constantly be customers. Basically, it's dependable money that you don't have to put more time and energy into, right? As real estate agents and loan officers, we don't have passive income. I don't get paid unless I do another deal. Once I do that deal, I have to do another deal. I have to do another deal. There's no passive there, right? Same thing with real estate agents. You sell a house or you help a buyer buy a house. Once that's done, that income's gone, right? Now you got to go and do it again to get more income, right? There's no passive income in our business, right? Same thing with marketing, right? Facebook posts, you got to constantly make posts of. Instagram pictures, you got to constantly make Instagram pictures of. You have to constantly post. But if you put out a video and the video is really good and it goes viral, whatever, that's like passive marketing. You see what I'm saying? Is marketing this? I talked about this earlier. My videos is going to outlast me, right? Like I'm not going to live past 100. Maybe I will. I don't know. Who knows? But let's say I don't, right? My videos may actually live for 1,000,000 years, depending on technology and humanity, right? If humanity survives for 1,000,000 years and they have the technology to go back 1,000,000 years to watch videos like this one, then an alien, whatever, human that's 1,000,000 years haven't even been born yet will be able to see my video. It will outlast me. It's like a legacy, right? That is the reason why you should do it, is because it's tireless. It's constantly alive, right? Maybe the information is no longer relevant, right? But if you have enough videos out there, it's not going to matter, right? Historically, you're going to be more well known as a real estate agent or loan officer than everyone else who did not do it, right? What is people's biggest fears? Like all these movies about people fighting wars and stuff like that. It's about being forgotten, right? Well, the more videos you make, the more of an impact you make with your content, your videos, the less forgettable you'll be compared to the person who does not do a video, right? So keep that in mind. You're not only just creating content for today, but you're creating content for when you're well dead, you're gone, right? Like I'm trying to make it so that I don't have to make videos 10 years from now, right? I'm trying to make it so that 10 years from now, I get to hang out with my kids and my videos are doing the work for me, right? We all, like I said, I talked about earlier, no one sells you better than you. No, no salesperson is going to do a better job of portraying who I am than me myself. So that's what your videos are. I talk about the real estate robot army. Videos are clones of yours. They're robot clones of yourself. The digital clones of yourself. And they're actually physical if you really think about it. Whenever I make this video and it goes into the cloud, I'm physically in the cloud. When the cloud sends it to your phone, I'm physically in your phone because something was sent to your phone and inside your phone now. You downloaded it, right? So I'm physically inside your phone. I'm cloning myself all over the place, right? That's why I call it the real estate robot army. Okay. When you do a video, you're creating a robot army of yourself, and it's about invasion. It's about setting it out as much as possible so they can be everywhere and working for you tirelessly. Like this video right now, someone might be watching it. I'm asleep. You know what I'm saying? Like at this very moment, if you're watching this on YouTube on a replay, I'm asleep, but you're watching this video, right? It's the ultimate leverage. It's the ultimate sales force. It's the ultimate staff, ultimate team, right? And we know the more views you get, the more clout you get, the more friends and followers you get, the more opportunities you have, the more money you're going to make. Right. That's why there's a thing called influencers. Right. Influencers make a lot of money because they have a lot of impressions. They have a lot of clones of themselves doing whatever it is they're doing, dancing, singing, acting the fool, whatever. Right. So apply the same mentality, same techniques, same strategy, tactics to your real estate business, to your mortgage business. Right. Uh, and I kind of went off on a tangent, so I forgot what I wanted to say as my next thing, but I'm pretty sure if I think about it, I'll actually come up with it. Um, oh, video is the ultimate leverage. Right? Like, let's say you just make that one video that's just great. No matter what, if someone sees it, they're going to do business with you. And let's imagine you're able to achieve that. You're able to achieve that one video that's just 100% closing ratio, right? It'll be really hard to duplicate that video yourself as a human, right? What I mean by that is, let's say I have a video that's doing a really good job closing, and I watch that video. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to try to do the same thing in person. I might not be as effective if I did it 100 times versus the video doing 100 times. What I mean by that is the video is let's say the video is perfect at closing, and I'm really good at closing, right? If the video is perfect at closing, and I'm really good at closing myself, and the video is viewed 100 times versus me having 100 conversations, who's going to be more effective? Well, maybe me, but it'll also take me longer. You know what I'm saying? So the video is the ultimate leverage. It is the ability to literally scale you, right? I'm gonna put that scale for you, right? That's what video is doing. Video is scaling you. So not only is it brokering trust and putting yourself out there and getting people to like you and know you and trust you, is not just a real version of you, or giving people a chance to get to fall in love with you, whatever. It is leverage. It's a sales force. Again, real estate robot army, right? So the more videos I make, the more ahead of the curve, the more ahead of the competition I am compared to you, right? You make one video, I make 10 videos. I get 100 views on each one of those. You get 100 views on yours. I got 10 times the clout, 10 times the opportunities, 10 times the possible conversions. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you need to do it now and not wait, right? And the last reason, it's more conceptual, more mathematical. I was watching a video by Sean Cannell, who is the author of a bestseller called YouTube Secrets. And he was interviewing Levi, a local real estate agent in Dallas, about what he's been doing with YouTube and what he has accomplished. Apparently, he sold nothing in 2020. In 2021, he sold, I don't know, 50 units. I don't know how many units he sold, but he said he made $1 million in commission. He went from making nothing to $1 million all off of YouTube, right? I was there before he made that million. So I witnessed this happen. You see what I'm saying? Um, what he said to me really struck. It's almost like the biggest aha I got when it came to video marketing. Okay. And I'm probably going to screw this up the way he said it, but I'm going to just paraphrase. He said something like he was doing his analytics. He saw that one of his videos had a certain amount of minutes of viewing time, or maybe his channel, whatever it is. Whatever it is, he was analyzing the amount of minutes that were viewed. And he said when he added it all up, that was 15 years worth of watch time. So what I mean by that is if there's 24 hours in a day and there's 60 minutes in an hour, right? Then add all the minutes that were viewed in his channel, and he had a total of 15 years worth of views. So if you really want to break that down, that's 15 years of selling, 15 years of marketing, 15 years of giving information, of explaining things, of education, of creating interaction, of brokering trust, of creating a human connection. 15 years worth. And he said he's only been doing YouTube for a year. So basically, out of 1 year, and he probably wasn't recording and editing the full year, the full 365 days and all the hours. I mean, he probably was, but within a year, he got 15 years worth of views. So if you do the math, in 1 year, he achieved 15 years worth of selling. Right. And to me, that just like, okay, video is everything. If I can achieve, it's almost like stopping time. And I always talk about, if I had a superpower, if I had a superpower I can choose, it would be the ability to stop time, so I can get more shit done. Right? That's the reason why that would be my superpower, right? And that's literally what YouTube and video is allowing Levi to do. He's able to stop time. He's able to do 15 years worth of prospecting, 15 years worth of selling in 1 year. And he didn't do it with his effort. He did 1 year's worth of effort and got 15 years worth of production, 15 years worth of action. You see what I'm saying? So in reality, there's nothing that can produce that kind of power, right? I don't think that your emails, your text messages, your billboards, I don't think your pop buys, your open houses, your I don't know, networking events, your client appreciation. I don't think any of those can equate to 15 years worth of video watch time. Okay, that's the point I'm making, right? So I guess number 10 will be the ability to exponentially create time. One year equals, and actually, I'll make a bonus line. 1 years worth of videos, 15 years of watch. Right. So hopefully that point was driven and made an impact on your mind the way it did with me, right? So there you have it. 10 reasons why you need to do video marketing now. For me, if there's a sense of urgency, it's the point of doing it before everyone else is doing it, right? And maybe it will never happen, right? Maybe, like being a business owner is very hard, so not everyone does it. So maybe video is so hard and not everyone's going to do it. But I do believe there will be a time where video marketing will no longer be as effective as it is today for whatever reason. Maybe it's, again, holograms, technology. maybe the Rocket and all the online brokerages like dominate the video marketing. I don't know, right? I don't know what the reason is going to be, but I think there's a chance that now is better than 20 years from now. That's all I'm saying, right? That's all I'm saying. I do predict that it'll get to the point where mediocre loan officers and mediocre real estate agents will dominate because of video, right? I mean, the Rocket and online brokerages kind of prove that, right? They're definitely not as good as me. They're definitely not as good as you, but they have a large market share, right? They have a huge market share. And if you really think about it, I don't look at the Rocket and I don't look at online brokerages as a mortgage company and a real estate company. I look at them as marketing companies. Right? I look at those big box lenders and brokerages as marketing companies, and they just happen to sell mortgages. They just happen to sell real estate, but they're marketing companies. Okay, if you look at their P&L, probably a large portion of their expenses and their investments is in the marketing side, right? Now that kind of leads me to a few other thoughts before I stop this call. I was part of a mortgage company with a branch manager who was a coach, and he likes to give classes, whatever. He said something that really struck me. He said that you can't beat the Rocket on the internet, but you can damn sure beat him in your own backyard. And what that told me, or what I got from that, was I might not be able to compete against billion-dollar marketing budgets on the internet, right? I mean, obviously, it's hard to fight against that, especially when they have like 20 super geniuses who are out there to basically take my job. Basically, not just take my job, but make me stink. Basically, they want to eliminate loan officers and they will eliminate real estate agents, right? That's their job. These super PhD nerdy developers and marketing geniuses, their job is to get rid of us, right? Take us out of the equation, right? And they have millions and billions of dollars backing them. So it's really hard to compete against that. Okay, so I might not win on the internet, but in my sphere, and I call my sphere of dominance, right? In my sphere of dominance, in my local neighborhood, in my area, I can definitely get to them before the Rocket does. I can definitely be in front of them. I can definitely broker trust, become their guy before the Rocket invades, right? So I said something, and I say this a lot in my coaching. I believe if someone in my market, and I'm in Dallas Fort Worth, your market might be just as big, right? But if someone in my market uses the Rocket, we as a loan officer mortgage community failed. Because why the hell is someone in our market where there's hundreds and hundreds of loan officers, maybe thousands, and hundreds and maybe even thousands of real estate agents, why is someone in our neighborhood, our little part of the map, why is someone in there looking at the Rocket? They should have a guy or a gal. They should have a real estate guy or a real estate gal, right? They should have a mortgage guy or a mortgage guy. They should have a connection. They probably have a mechanic guy. They probably have an AC guy. They probably have a plumber guy. They should have a mortgage guy. They should have a real estate guy or a gal, right? So if someone in my market in Dallas Fort Worth uses the Rocket, we failed. We screwed up. Our marketing sucks. Our follow-up sucks. Our efforts to make sure everyone knows what we do sucks. So we need to fix that. And the best way to fix it, from my opinion, is video. It's the quickest way, and it's the easiest way, and it's actually probably the most effective way, I would say. Okay. So that's the reason why I do it. The way I look at it, guys, we failed our community if someone uses someone who's inferior. What I mean by that is I believe, and I believe hopefully you should believe the same thing. I believe I'm the best at what I do, right? I'm the best loan officer. I'm the best mortgage advisor. I'm the best certified veteran mortgage advisor. I'm the best social media marketer. I'm the best, whatever it is I do, I believe I'm the best. I care. I give a shit. And I'm gonna give my all, and I'm gonna give a high quality of service, and it's from the heart. So if someone uses someone else other than me that I know, I'm connected to them. They're in my sphere. They're in my Facebook account, followers. They're an Instagram follower. They're a TikTok follower. They're my next door neighbor. If someone I am connected with in my sphere is using someone else, I screwed up. And not only did I screw up for me, I screwed up for them because they are using someone who's inferior. They're using someone who doesn't care. They're using someone who's not as good as me or doesn't care as much as me, right? So it is my duty to get my name out there. It is my duty to make sure everyone I can humanly touch knows you have a mortgage guy. That's me, Larry, the mortgage guy, right? So again, I feel it's my duty to make sure everyone knows that if they're going to do a mortgage or they're going to buy real estate, they need to talk to me. I'm their guy. Because if I don't, I failed them. Okay, that's the way I look at it. So that's why I'm so passionate about this. That's why I push I bust my ass to get my name out there and to let people know, hey, let me know if you're doing anything real estate related or mortgage related, because I'm your guy, right? And I believe if someone in my circle does not use me, I screwed up because they're going to end up using someone who is not as good or who doesn't deserve it or who doesn't care, right? So again, it's my sense of duty that I need to move out there and market. Okay, so again, top 10 reasons why you need to do video marketing. Number one, no one else is doing it, so you have a competitive advantage. Once it's done, it's on autopilot. You set it and forget it. It's the most human marketing you can do besides face to face. Videos of people equals authority and credibility, like newscasters. If you are successful in real life, you can be successful in video. Videos provides a real version of you on your marketing, right? Meaning it's not a fake headshot. Videos provide it is easy or is as easy or as complex as you want it to be, so you can make it however you want. Uh, and of course, the more you do it, the more you get addicted, the more you probably want to invest, which is fine as long as you're getting something out of it, an ROI, right? No one sells you better than you, right? And video is the best way to do it. Video is the ultimate leverage because you're scaling you. You're creating versions, robot versions of you. You're creating clones of you, right? And you're basically hiring a team of you. You're basically training. Actually, you don't even train. They're already trained. They came out the gate trained of versions of you, right? And the ability to exponentially create time and effort. You can't do that with anyone else. Anything else? Well, money. If you have money, you can. I mean, the rocket proves that, right? But you can get 1 year's worth of videos out through your own production and efforts, and it can create 15 years of watch time. So you made 1 year's worth of videos, which equated 15 years of watch time. This is an actual statistic from a fellow real estate agent in my market. He made 1 year's worth of videos. He got 50 years worth of watch time. So scalability, I mean, literally in the grossest and disgusting and ridiculous form you can ever create, right? So I don't know if there's anyone asking questions or whatever. I don't know if anyone here is watching. They want to ask a question. You can put it in the chat or you can unmute yourself. But hopefully, I did an okay job of proving to you why, or giving you 10 reasons why you need to do more video marketing now, right? I'm just looking at the list here, okay? Because I know I have something one last thing I'm going to say, but I'm trying to remember what it was. I mean, you probably know all the statistics. Most people are consuming more video content than they are, um, you know, other types of content. You know what? I do want to add one, and I guess this would be a number 11. That's profound, but it's still important. Social. This is something that you just gonna have to take my word for if you don't believe me or you don't know. Social media favors video content algorithms. What I mean by that is TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Google search engines, Instagram, they are going to push more video than anything else, right? Like there was a point in time where Facebook Live just started, and you can put a video. You can literally put an image of yourself or a picture of yourself or long form text, whatever, and it won't get as much views or much engagement as a live. The reason why is because these platforms like Facebook want people to use live and other video types of marketing or content creation. So they push it. So you'll remember back when Facebook Live just came out, you might not get a notification on typical posts, but you'll always get a notification when someone on your feed is going live. You were you were almost annoyed by it. They wanted to make sure you knew this person is going live because they're pushing it. They're trying to get people to adopt it. They're trying to get people to consume it and sign up with it, right? So it's still in the point in this world that we're in, this social media, internet, whatever digital world we're in, where video is still being promoted as the source of content that the platforms want you to consume. Why? Because video is the best place to advertise. What I mean by that is advertisers, they get more ROI from video ads than they would these static ads, right? So the way these platforms are going to make more money is by selling video ads. So they want as much people consuming video. So therefore they give favoritism towards video, right? And from my perspective, when I did door-to-door sales, my boss or my coach always told me you should go where the money's at, right? If you're going to work door-to-door sales, the best advice I can give you is to go where the money's at. What that meant to me when I did door-to-door sales was Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and the money's at work. Saturday, Sunday, the whole day, money's at home. So I did businesses Monday through Friday, and Saturday, Sundays, I did residential door-to-door sales. Same concept when it comes to advertisement, right? Go where the money's at. Where's the money at? It's on video. Right? Video is where the advertising dollars at. That means that's where the content platforms are going to push most of their content, which means video. So your meme that's static is going to get less support from the social media platforms than a video. Simply put, right? So game the system, right? Take advantage of what is favored by the social media platforms, which again is video, right? So what I mean by that is my Instagram post, a photo, is not going to get as many views as my video reel on Instagram. Let's just put it that way, right? Again, I had a last thing I don't remember, and I'll probably remember later on. But hopefully that makes a lot of sense. Hopefully, and I'll probably change the order or something like that. Maybe not because it kind of flowed pretty naturally. But hopefully that makes a lot of sense why you should be doing video. Now, if you are not doing video and you're still on the fence, the advice I have for you is you can always limp in. And what I mean by that is make videos, but don't present it. Don't publish them, right? Like you can go Facebook Live and you actually make it private so that only you see the live. That way, if you like the video, you can always send it off. Because I think that's the reason why a lot of people don't like lives because it's not edited and it's not pre-scripted. So you're afraid that you're going to screw up, which by the way, people like. They like the authenticity behind it. They like the realism behind it. So just so you know, when you say like that, or when you drop something or something loud happens in the background that you didn't plan, people actually like that, just so you know, right? But let's say you want it to be perfect, whatever. You'd always do it privately, and then if you like it, you always make it live. The thing is, the notifications aren't as strong because when you go live and it's public, Facebook is like sharing the crap out of it. But if you already made the live and you stopped, it's not immediate, is not actual live, so they're not going to give as much weight to it, right? Same thing goes with like TikToks and everything like that. I mean, TikToks has like a folder called the draft folder where you can actually design your TikTok. If you're not ready to share it, you can always keep it in your draft. And then if you do like it, you can always share. You like it, but you don't know if you really want to put it out there. You can actually share it to just your private, meaning just to yourself or just your friends, or you can make it public, right? So there's ways to create video content and learn from it and experiment and grow and practice without having to really be live, without having to have the fear of people judging you, right? You can actually judge for yourself first, which of course to me is not the right way of doing it because you need to just get over it and therefore make it so that it's natural when you go live on video and whatnot, and it's no longer a hesitation. I really think you need to get it past that. But if you simply just cannot do that, if you just have the personality where I can't, I'm too afraid, right? You can still limp in a little bit and then to see and just do it that way. And that way you can at least see what your videos will look like and make a decision to post it later if you want, right? So that would be my advice to you for people who are afraid of videos, right? I have it's almost 4:30. I'm gonna go ahead and stay another 7 minutes so I can make an official hour and a half call. Does anyone have questions? You can actually uh, unmute yourself, or you can what do you call it? Post in the comments before I actually sign off. And I'm still trying to remember what I wanted to say, which you as the live audience might be like, great, we have to sit here and watch Larry kind of come up with this thing. But for me, it's important because I can just edit it and make it so that I didn't wait on my YouTube videos, which is another advantage for your video, is that you actually can control what is put out there, right? And that's kind of part of the whole is easier complete as you want it to be, right? I don't want to get into editing too much because that's a whole new editing is a conversation you have if you're ready. Right now I'm just trying to get you ready, right? The pitch is why you need to do video marketing, not how to do video marketing, right? Let's see here. I talked about the ultimate leverage, and I'm going to add to that number 9. Video is the ultimate leverage. You're scaling you. I talked about a little bit whenever I had that example where I had that client asking me questions, whatever, and I gave her the information, and then I told her I had videos, and she wanted to watch the videos. Again, that could have been 45 minutes, an hour of my time talking over the phone or through Zoom, or maybe meeting in person, and my video did the job for me. So I saved time, and I've actually done this in the past where someone asked me a question, and I don't have the time to answer it because I have other calls coming in, whatever. And I'll be like, hey, I want to talk to you. You gotta give me a couple of hours because I have a lot of things coming in. Uh, but after 2 hours, I will reach out to you. But here's a video that kind of answers, or here's a video that a lot of my clients who had the same question watch and it answered the question, and I'll send them the video. And then I would reach out to them later on. They're like, yeah, you answered my question in your video, or yeah, no, you don't need to call me. What I needed was already there. What was I've already it's already been answered by the video. So basically, I hired an assistant, my video, to do the information providing for me on autopilot. You know what I'm saying? So it saves you time, right? See, I got another 4 minutes, and I'm sorry again. I'm sorry for you guys who are watching live that I don't have this already pre-scripted, pre-written, and maybe I'm already finished. I don't know, but I have a feeling there's something last thing I wanted to say or share. I'm kind of reviewing all the conversations we've had in the past couple of days where I was talking about video and whatnot. So this is number 12. And I don't think it's the one I'm thinking about, but um, good artists copy, great artists feel easy. So a lot of people they sort of come at me with the complaint of I don't know what to post. I don't know what to post in terms of my video, or I don't know what to post on a daily basis on my TikToks or my Facebook. They need ideas like these. They're not built in a way where just shit comes out of their heads like I do, right? The great thing about video is you can actually follow someone who's doing a great job of it and literally just copy what they do, right? So if I was to give advice again, let's say you're more advanced now, you're no longer afraid of doing video, you want to do video, but you don't know what to do. My next piece of advice would be to emulate someone that you admire or someone that you want to be like. If someone is in your market and they're killing it, copy their videos. The thing is, you're not really copying it because you're doing your version, right? Like I talked to you about Levi, the local agent who's killing it, on YouTube. It's actually Levi and Travis, right? They're a team, but Levi's the one who does most of the videos, and I can just copy his videos and I can say the same thing he's saying, but it's me, it's my version, it's who I am. You know what I'm saying? And that makes it different. That's not really copying. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's not like I'm. What do you call it? Plagiarizing. It's not like I'm taking his video and I'm putting my face on top of his face. No, it's like me making my version. It's kind of like a cover, right? You got a song who's done by the video, and then someone who's singing the same song. It's still different. It's the same song, but it's different because it's sang by a different singer, right? Um, again, good artists copy and great artists steal. When they say steal, they're saying you're copying, but then you also steal the power behind it. Maybe even do a better job. Who knows, right? I mean, I've heard of covers that are better than the original, right? And those are the artists that steal, right? So that's another reason why I think you should be doing video. Not you don't have to do it now, but that's one of the reasons you should be doing videos because content is easy to find. It's not hard at all. I mean, you don't have to make stuff up. You can just watch other people's video and just do the same thing, and it's done. And it's just like sharing a meme, right? Just you have to put the effort to make the video of yourself, right? So I put 10 reasons. I have 12 already. I'm having 13. Again, it's 4:30. I can't remember exactly what I'm saying. What I was saying. Maybe I'll go through real quick. I think it's about the passive income, right? I think that might be it. So I think Warren Buffett was the one who said it. He said the only way to get rich or the true let me like I hate paraphrasing. His quote was, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Okay, so that's exactly what I was hoping it would say, right? So I'm actually going to make that a slide, and I'll probably make that. My son's in the background yelling screaming right now, and of course, this class is not polished yet, so I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to delete all this. Actually, I'm just going to copy over, and I'll make a better version of this later. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. And I did allude to this a little bit. I talked about how I'm making this video right now in front of you, right? Physically live right now. But someone's going to watch this replay, right? Someone's going to watch the video that you're watching right now. It's going to be the replay version. And there's a chance that it might be happening when I'm asleep. So the point I'm making is that I'm selling even when I'm asleep through video. Okay. Like my clone version of myself, my voice, my face, my eye contact with the camera, my hand movements, it's happening while I'm asleep. Right. So again, with Warren Buffett's thing, you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. I really believe the same thing with marketing, right? If you don't find a way to market while you sleep, you will market until you die. Right? And maybe I should coin that. I mean, that's me stealing from Warren Buffett, right? Maybe I should coin that saying. If you don't find a way to market yourself while you sleep, you will market until you die, right? I think that's true, right? And video is a great way of recording, not recording. It's a way of creating video content that sell for you 24/7. They don't need sleep, They don't need food. They don't need to go take a piss or take a break. They will sell for you constantly. And just imagine how many views you can get on the video potentially. I've seen videos with millions and billions of views. How many times can you sell so? Like I said, with Levi's example, 1 year's worth of video, 15 years worth of views. He definitely made money while he was sleeping, right? All right. So with that being said, I think we're done because I don't have any questions. It doesn't look like, and I don't have any. Actually, I have a person on Zoom that I didn't even know joined. I'm adding you in. If you want to ask a question real quick, you can. Corey, thanks for joining. I'm going to give you a chance if you are there still. If you want to ask a question or say something, that's fine. If someone who's watching live, you can actually ask in a comment. Uh, if you do that, I'll answer the question. If not, then we will be done. By the way, this class is an example of why you should be me. I'm able to, in real time, engage with you guys. I mean, I'm able to real time handle your questions. I can literally physically provide you instant value through video. You can do the same, of course, through chat, DMs, text messages, and whatnot. But by seeing me, I think there's a little bit more trust in the information I'm sharing with you guys because you're looking at my face while I'm answering you. Right? It's not like a dot 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 uh, currently typing and you're waiting for them. You're actually seeing me formulate, and that's the reason why I did this video live, where I built the class live, because you can actually see me authentically come up with reasons that I didn't pre-script. I literally just came out. It just literally just came out at the top of my head. I mean, I literally just shot it out. I pulled it out of my ass, right? Because I really believe it, right? All right, so I really appreciate you guys being here. Again, I don't see anyone asking questions. Again, if you do, you always follow up later. You can always comment later. You can always look at the replay, or you can reach out to me directly. I actually, again, part of my class, and I guess I should add this real quick, is my bookends, right? So I don't know if it's complete yet. Is it complete? Nope, this is the older stuff, right? So again, if you have any questions, and I'm even gonna, whoops, I'm not even going to go through that. But if you have any questions, always reach out to me. My name is Larry Lee. You can Google me, Larry Lee, Larry the Mortgage Guy, Larry.com, LarryLee.com, 832-606-2193, or you email me, LarryLeeLender@gmail.com. Right. So again, I really appreciate you guys being a part of this call. If you have any questions, I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Thanks. Oh, well, you can watch the replay. Do you have a question about it? Okay. Well, before you leave, do you have any questions about video I can address real quick? Because I don't mind any question at all. Okay, that's a good question. And actually, I didn't bring that up, but it's something that no, I'll cover it now, and then we can elaborate on it later. So the reason why it's relevant, and this actually is one of the good reasons why you should do video marketing now. The reason why it's relevant is because YouTube, of course, is well established. It's mature in its development. It's still growing, by the way, right? So it's not like it's dead or saturated or anything like that. Um, but uh, it's definitely established. Facebook is not established. Facebook is still there. It's still trying to grow. It's still trying to experiment. I think eventually it's going to get to the point where Facebook is like YouTube, where there's going to be monetization on their videos and such. The reason why this is relevant, I'm glad you asked this, Brad, is because Facebook is in its infancy stage, in its developing stage. There is a huge opportunity to sort of dominate Facebook, where maybe you wouldn't have as strong of a chance in YouTube, right? So the advice I'm giving you is right now you might be a big fish in a big pond when it comes to YouTube, but in Facebook you can be a big fish in a small pond, right? No, you again, YouTube is the largest search engine, so there's a lot of intention there, right? There's a lot of Joe Bryan explained very well. Facebook is like TV. Any kind of advertisement is interruption advertisement. You're there to watch a TV show, and a commercial comes on, so it interrupts you, right? Whereas YouTube is like the yellow pages. People open the yellow pages to find something. They're very intentional. They're there, right? So if you happen to be the hit that if you as a video creator happens to be the hit that the person looking for, you're in the money. Because if they watch your video, they love your video, you're doing business with them. You know what I'm saying? You're just like the first person they call in the yellow pages. Whoever picks up the phone first, that ends up being the person they do business with, right? Um, so that's what YouTube is, and Facebook is not quite there yet. But there's a chance that Facebook, because Facebook is considered a search engine of some sorts, is one of the largest search engines. They'll get to the point where people will search Facebook for content like they do on YouTube, like how to I don't know, do bass fishing, right? Then a Facebook video will come up and no, or a list will come up, and that video will be an option for them to watch. And there'll be the guy who decided to put all his money in eggs in the Facebook basket, and he'll dominate Facebook versus him trying to do it in YouTube when there's already hundreds of thousands of other fishermen coaches out there. You know what I'm saying? So there's a chance that you can literally develop a stronger footprint in Facebook versus YouTube because Facebook is still ground zero. It's still new, right? I mean, yeah, you'll see on if you look in your app, you'll see that there's a button for Facebook Watch, which is like it looks like a YouTube button, right? So you look at your Facebook, and there's a button for Facebook Watch, and they're literally trying to get you um, to consume the video content version of their platform. They're trying to get you to actually here. I'm going to show you my screen here. You'll see that they make a button for just videos right there, right? So on the top, 5 icons. One of them is video. They're making a huge swing on it, right? But no one thinks about Facebook when they think about video. No one thinks. They think Google. They think YouTube, right? Facebook is working towards it. They're trying to become. Mhm. But look, oh, oh no, I am all about YouTube right now. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is Joe asked me if I was to do one video platform, which one I would choose. I would choose YouTube because YouTube's established. You see what I'm saying? And YouTube is very well built in its platform and its structure to reward really good video creators. You see what I'm saying? Facebook is sloppy the way I look at it. They haven't really nailed it yet, right? But if you're going to put your eggs in one basket, there's a chance that you might get a stronger response of Facebook eventually versus YouTube. You see what I'm saying? Of course, I'm the kind of person that's doing both. That's who I am. I'm doing both, right? But I'm putting my energy into YouTube right now, presently, because there's still a lot of ground to cover. There's still a lot of opportunities on YouTube, right? But yeah, like I said, if you look at the Facebook version of YouTube, watch, right? There's a search engine right there, and you type search watch, and it'll actually start populating videos for you, right? Just like YouTube. So so they're doing a good job of making a swing towards it, but they're definitely not established like YouTube. So um, there's a lot of opportunity on both for the most part. Uh, yeah, yeah. So any other? Yep, it's a thing. It's becoming, it's becoming its own little video community, right? Uh, and if, between you and I like Facebook's demographics. I like Facebook's amount of subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Um, the Facebook age is different versus TikTok's age, right? I'd rather be viral on Facebook than I would be in TikTok. You know, because the age demographics is for me more likely to buy than TikTok age demographic, right? So I wouldn't mind going viral on Facebook. You know, actually, when you post a video on your page, it becomes a part of it. When you post a video on your page, it becomes a part of watch. Hmm. Yep. And in fact, I'm going to try to do it right now. This is worth some R&D, right? Um, okay, so check this out. I put Brad Petty realtor in watch. Right, that's what I put. I don't know if you can read it. I'm gonna try to make it so you can read it. Okay, okay. Well, right there, I put Brad Petty. Okay. Well, if you watch the replay, I put Brad Petty realtor right there, and the first thing is Faith Community Church or something like that, which is kind of weird, right? That might be advertisement. And the next one is blank. It says Brad, the dad realtor, right? And then Colane Premier Properties Group, and then Brad Young realtor, and then I got Living Southern Kentucky, Keller Williams first choice. So you're number five, right? Actually, yeah, you're number five and number six. Yeah, but when I put your name in there, the lower I go, the more of your videos I see. Right? So you're in there. I mean, if people type your name and watch, it's fun because I've never done this for myself. I'm doing it right now. Larry Lee Mortgage Guy. See what pops up. Oh look, see look at that. I pop up as number one. I put Larry Lee Mortgage Guy and I pop up number one on Facebook. So well, I make like hundreds of videos every single day. So yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I picked your name very specifically. Now, if you put Kentucky Realtor, then who knows who's going to show up? You know what I'm saying? If I if I put mortgage lender in Dallas, who knows who's going to pop up, right? But Larry the Mortgage Guy, I own that for sure. Or Larry Lee Mortgage Guy, or Larry Lee Lender, I own that. Um, yeah, yeah, for sure. Actually, no, I love the fact that you chose the last thing because you gave a little bit of life to because my thing was really just boring and I'm just kind of going down the list and I was kind of lost as to what I was supposed to say and I still don't know what I'm supposed to say and I'll probably add it later on, but yeah, I mean, just watch a replay and you'll see. I mean, I think my content is good. I think it makes sense, but again, it didn't have that oomph until you showed up. So, all right, boss. Any other questions? Cool. Well, again, I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks, guys. Yep. See you later.